Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. I'm trying to be consistent, so let's see how this goes. My name is Jamie. If you are new here, I make videos about knitting and yarn, and I thought we'd do a little vlog this weekend because I have like a fun little crafty weekend planned, and I thought I'd take you along with me. I haven't really done vlogs like this in a really long time and I miss it, so yeah, I wanted to kind of just take you along in a weekend of my life, I guess. Probably not going to film every single thing I do, but there are a few things planned that I feel will be fun and interesting to show you guys. Quick rundown of what I have planned for the weekend. So it's currently Saturday morning and I am actually about to head out to a fun little pop-up that Fancy Yarns are doing. Fancy Yarns is run by Kat and John, who also run the Australian Yarn Show, which I went to a few months ago and also went to last year. So I have become like friendly with Kat and John and didn't really even know they were doing this pop-up, and then just like saw it on Instagram this morning, and it is a literal 15-minute walk from my new apartment. So I was like, well, I absolutely have to go. Like, there's literally no excuse, and I think it will be a fun little outing. It's a beautiful sunny autumn day. We're in like our last few days of autumn and it has been kind of miserable lately, so I'm excited to see the sun shining again and yeah, to go and have a nice little walk and to go see them and see their yarn, and who knows, maybe I'll buy some, I don't know. Hopefully I won't, because I have enough yarn and I really shouldn't be buying any yarn because Bendigo is coming up and I bought a lot of yarn at the yarn show, as I just mentioned. So I don't know, we'll see. I'm not making any promises, but it'll be really nice to see Kat and John. So that is what I'm about to go do. And then when I get back, I am actually going to be starting to finally organize my craft room, specifically organizing my yarn. It's not going to be like too crazy of an organization, and I don't think it needs its own video because it'll probably be a similar setup to what I had in my room at my parents' house, because I'm using the same shelves, but it's going to be a slightly different setup, and yeah, everything's currently in boxes, so I probably will make a few changes to how I organize everything. I'm really excited to have my full stash here because I have not had much, so I've barely been doing any knitting. So yeah, I'm excited to have my full stash here, and I can like cast on some new projects and like get a little bit more of some like creative inspiration from like going through my stash as well, because yeah, I've just been in a bit of a rut with the move and everything. And then I don't know if I'm gonna film this, maybe I'll get like a few clips, but I'm going to the footy later, which is not something I normally do. But yeah, I did promise Asher that I would go to a game. He did like buy me a Brisbane scarf, and I said I want to wear it, so I need to go to at least one game this season. So going to the footy later with him, so hopefully that will be fun. Yeah, that's basically the plan for today. And then tomorrow we have our monthly knitting meetup, which I feel like we haven't really, lighting change. We haven't really been doing them monthly this year. We've been doing them, I don't know, fairly frequently, but I did miss the last one definitely. So it's been quite a while since I've been to one, maybe like 2 or 3 months. So I'm really excited to, you know, see everyone again and to like be in a nice little crafty space and be knitting with other people again, because I feel like I probably haven't done that since the last craft cinema night, which was like 2 months ago maybe. So yeah, very much looking forward to that. So I'll definitely take you along and show you some clips from that as well. And that might be it. I think I might have plans after that as well, but I'm not sure if I'll film those plans. More just like social plans. But yeah, that is like the rundown of the weekend. So yeah, I'm excited to take you along with me. I'm gonna head off now to the pop-up, and yeah, let's go. Well, that was fun. I'm in a quiet little street, so thought I could do a little debrief here. That was so nice and fun. May have picked up some skeins, so whoops, I guess. Lovely to see Kat and John, and also Liz from Crystal Cat was there, which was really nice, from Crystal Cat Stitchery. She was just helping them out, so it's really nice to catch up with them and nice to be able to talk. Sometimes at these markets it gets a bit crazy, so it was a really nice like chill environment, and yeah, got some yarn to add to the stash. How great. Okay, I'm back home. Quick little yarn haul before we start diving into organizing all my yarn and putting it all away. But yeah, I may have bought some yarn. Sorry, not sorry. They did feel mostly purposeful, I will say that. So first one I picked up is actually yarn I already have, and it is basically just a second skein, and I double checked it's the same dye lot and everything, so it's perfect because, I don't know, I'd been umming and eyeing about what I was going to do with the first skein I bought of this yarn last year, and I don't know, I was thinking recently that like, oh, I just wish I had a second one because I really do kind of want to make another plot twist tank. It's just gone into testing and I know I've already made two, but I just love it so much and I got so much wear out of it, even just like the month or two of summer that I had my second sample, which fit me a lot nicer. And I just kind of like want another one for next summer. And I have a bit of FOMO from my testers. They're all testing it and like, I don't know, I kind of want to make another one. So even if I don't finish it by the time the pattern releases, and I was thinking about this color and I wished that I had a second skein to make one in this color, but yeah. This is just perfect because they had one left. It's from Obsession Yarns, but yeah, I bought it from the Fancy Yarn stall at the Australian Yarn Show last year, so 2024. And it's just the last one that they had, same dye lot, which is perfect. I can use, you know, both skeins and it won't look weird. The colorway is Silver Sword in her sock yarn, so 80% extra fine Australian merino, 20% nylon. And yeah, I'm so excited to have a second skein of this because now it'll just be so much more useful. So yeah, maybe I'll cast that on today, who knows? And then I picked up, it was on clearance and it was a bit cheaper. And I just thought, oh, why not? It's just like such a me color. And this is actually from Lovely Little Yarns, which is a yarn dyer who I've bought from before. I bought from her in, I wanna say 2023, early 2023 at the She's Crafty market. And I got this beautiful skein of like pastel rainbow sock yarn and made the cutest pair of socks that I wear all the time. And I just, yeah, love her yarns. They're Lovely Little Yarns, like the name is perfect. But sadly, she's no longer dyeing anymore. So these are, yeah, a rare find. There's not many left. These were the last two skeins that they had of her yarn. And I was only gonna buy one. And then Kat was just like, please just like take the other one, which I don't know if she want me saying that, but yeah, it was very unnecessary. But she was like, it's on clearance, just like, we want them gone. Like if you're gonna get one, you may as well get both. And I was like, that's so nice. So yeah, I basically got these two skeins for $30 essentially. So it's like $15 each, which is obviously an absolute steal. And once again, now I have two, so I could make more than just socks. I could make like another top in these as well. Yeah, really pretty, beautiful, like cream with like soft neon pastels. It's just so subtle but beautiful. And the colorway is called Bo Peep, which is so cute. And it's, yeah, super soft sock. So 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon as well. So yeah, I've used the yarn before. It's lovely, it's gorgeous, it's soft, it's beautiful. And yeah, now I have these. I mean, they look so good together. I will have plenty of leftovers because the plot twist tank doesn't use a full two skeins, not even close. But it just isn't quite, you can't get away with using ones, at least for my size. So maybe I'll use the leftovers of these and do something together. I don't know. So many possibilities. So these will be going into the stash that you will very shortly see. But yeah, so that's my haul. Really wasn't planning on buying more than one skein today, but we couldn't resist, and it's just how it goes sometimes. But yeah, it was really, really nice to see Kat and John and to see all their yarns, and also just so nice to have something like so close to home. It doesn't always happen. Tomorrow's event is like an hour away, so you know, you take what you can get with these kind of things, and it was just a really nice surprise. So yeah, I need to do a couple of errands. Like I need to put some laundry away and do a bit of cleaning up, but then I will be getting stuck into putting all the yarn into the shelves. I might wait a little bit just because the sun is like beaming down onto where my shelves are right now, and our curtains are currently on the couch because we had to take them off when we painted the room. So I might just wait until the sun kind of moves a little bit away from that part of the room, and then we'll get straight into yarn organizing. Yay! Okay, I got a bit impatient and couldn't really wait for the sun to fully move. So the sun is currently shining on the location that I have all my yarn right now. So hopefully it's not going to be too intense, and you should hopefully still be able to see what is happening. Just bear with me. I don't have curtains. there's only so much I can do. Quick little show and tell, because I don't know, you might not have seen my last video, but this is my brand new craft room. I don't have very much in it right now. This is currently what it looks like. So you kind of walk in and we have a lovely pink roof, which was already pink when we moved in. And the walls were very much not pink. They were like a teal, green and pink. Like the pink kind of went up to about there. And then the rest was teal. So we spent the whole weekend last weekend and a bit of time during the week as well, painting the entire room white. I'll do like a proper, let me just pick the tripod up for a sec and show you. There's these really cool like box moldings and we painted those as well. So now we have a beautiful blank canvas to work with, which I am very excited about. So today is technically day one of filling up and setting up my craft room. So this is my current shelf situation. You might recognize these shelves from my old bedroom. They used to be vertical, like I used to have them up more like a portrait bookshelf, and now they are landscape. This was kind of not really the plan. Like I kind of always intended of using them portrait. I feel like that's the best way of saying it. But when we brought them in, we just kind of put them in my bedroom because we didn't really want to put too much stuff in here because we were gonna have to take everything out when we painted the rooms. So we actually put these in our bedroom in this exact spot. Our bedroom is right next door, and we put them under the window on its side just because that's where it fit the best. And I was like, wait, why does this kind of slay? Like this is actually such a good way to, you know, like it just fits so nicely right underneath the windowsill. And I thought, why not change it up and make it feel a little bit different? So I decided that we would do that for this room. We'd put it under the windowsill and have all the yarn in here. So you kind of like walk into the room and the first thing you see is all my beautiful yarn. So yeah, that is where everything is gonna go. I currently have all my yarn in these 7 boxes. Managed to fit it all in to 7 boxes, which I don't know, that might seem like a lot. Maybe not a lot, depending on the size of your stash. I feel like it's mild, like they're not the world's biggest boxes. Some of them are quite small. So we've got a manageable amount of yarn to work with here. And I'm gonna be using all 8 cubes for the yarn, I think. How I had it before was that I used 6 of the cubes for yarn storage, and then 2 of them were like the bottom 2 was where I put like my blocking mats and some of my like filming equipment, like ring light and some tripods and things, and like also like I think my blocking pins were there. It's just a few random things. And then I had another shelf which had a bunch of like, I don't even know, like books and things. A lot of those things I didn't actually bring with me. So, and if I did, I feel like I'll be able to find a new space for them because we also have all of this cupboard storage as well. So I figured it was probably best to use all 8 cubes for yarn storage. Not all of my yarn fit in the 6 cubes, so I did have these IKEA drawers, kind of like those mesh IKEA drawers, in a cupboard that like wasn't really visible in my room, like it was like behind a closed cupboard. And I was thinking that maybe those would fit here, but unfortunately I measured them last night and they are not gonna fit. So I'm not really sure if I'm gonna bring those, and if I do, where they're gonna go. So I'm kind of not banking on that being where I store my yarn, and I'm hoping that maybe with the extra 2 shelves I might be able to fit everything in these cubes, but I'm not sure. It'll just depend. Okay, enough rambling. Time to actually start sorting through these boxes and figuring out what we're gonna do. Okay, so the way that I was storing my scrap yarn is in these crates, which if you watched my previous yarn organization video, you would have seen kind of how I sorted through everything. So they're all color coded. So I have like green ones, blue ones. That's already just like 1 tub done. And then I also have some orange crates and pink crates, but for some reason, I put a bunch of cakes on top of those crates. So maybe I'll just move all these cakes into here because I think I want to try and deal with the crates first and just see if I want them to go in these shelves, and if not, maybe I could put them on top of the shelves because they're not very big, but like some of them are too full to, like I don't really wanna, I can do it like this and stack them, but then I can't see what's in them, and I think the whole like idea of this is that I like that I can really easily see what I have. So I don't really wanna have to stack them, but I'm just kind of concerned that I have too much yarn, that like taking up 4 of these shelves with just the crates is probably not a good idea. Okay, I actually have no idea where the pink crates are. These are the orange ones that are quite full because I put like orange, red, yellow and white scraps in these because they're colors I don't use like as much. I'm assuming the other crates are in here somewhere. Once again, kind of annoying. These are a bunch of just like full skeins that I have. So much yarn. I'm not gonna like go through all of it and, you know, tell you about every single one because they've probably all come up in a yarn haul at some point. But just know that there's a lot and I'm overwhelmed. But it's also nice to go through and kind of get re-inspired. So yeah, wow, this is, yeah, this is great. Oh my God, I forgot about all these minis that I got, that Chloe got me for my birthday. I still have to use them. It's just like, there's not enough hours in the day to use all of these, to be honest. We have the last 2 crates, so that's good. Maybe I'll just start with putting the crates how I had them before. I should probably actually move the camera so you can see it. If you haven't noticed, like I've split them up into like fluffy and non-fluffy yarns, so that kind of hopefully gives you a bit of context of how I've organized this. I do really like how they look, but yeah, I just kind of feel like it is wasted space. So I don't know if I'm gonna fit everything into these 4 shelves, but like maybe it's possible. I don't know. Otherwise, I can just stack them, like, you know, like maybe I should just. Am I being silly? Like I know I want to be able to see everything, but like that's not really realistic, is it? And these do stack so nicely when they're properly done. Okay, maybe I'm gonna stack them for now. I'm gonna change my mind like 100 times. That's gonna be like a theme of this. I'm gonna stack them for now, put them in these 2. So I'll move these, but yeah, I think I'm gonna stack them for now and then see if I wanna change it later. But for now, that's probably what I'll do. I think that looks pretty good. Yeah, okay. I'm happy with that for now. Okay, I think with the theme of like scraps, I should probably do cakes next. I'm just gonna have to like take stuff out because I wanna make sure I put the ones that I'm like more likely to use at the front. Wow, why do I feel like this isn't everything that I had in there? I feel like I had more, maybe not. I don't know, wait, let me double check. I feel like I've got more hiding. Knew it. A whole other box of cakes. Classic. I actually can't believe, oh, and more skeins as well. Okay, it's not a whole other box of cakes, it's a mix. Okay, I need to make sure I sort everything. So cakes are going in here, skeins are going in here. This is way harder than I thought. I thought it'd be like, yep, I'm just putting everything back where it was, but now I'm just like reevaluating everything and all my decisions. Okay, oh my God, this is ridiculous. I have way more yarn than any person needs, and of course I decided today was a good day to buy more. Oh shit, now it's all falling, okay. I really probably should have done a de-stash before I moved, but I was just too attached to everything and I couldn't decide, so I just didn't want to have to deal with that. Okay, well, we had a beautiful pyramid like a second ago, but now it's just tumbling down. All right, I'm gonna start with the cakes and then see what happens. Okay, why did that take so long? I think that's good. I'm happy that they all still fit. It's not too tight. It's like 4 layers. So obviously, yeah, like I said, you can't see everything. It's not probably the most effective way of storing cakes. Try to play around with different storage solutions now that I have such a big space to deal with, rather than like making it work in my bedroom. But for now, that is fine with me. So yeah. Okay, on to the next. I think I might need to start with like sorting all my hanks. I might try do like single skeins and then like larger quantities that I have. So like ones that are just one-offs, and then ones that I have multiples of. Might just be a good way of organizing it. All right, I've sorted into multiples, single skeins and minis. I feel like my single skeins are the ones I have the most of. These might need to be split into 2, but maybe I'll start with the sweater quantities or the multiple quantities, and then we'll go from there. So I have these 5 skeins of Calcut blues that I bought when I was in Cape Town, and I've been wanting to make a jumper with them so bad, and I just need to figure out what I'm gonna make. So like, is it a bad idea to put them at the bottom? Maybe, but I don't know, I'm gonna do it anyway. Because I know they do fit nicely in here. That this is like unintentionally going from like pink to blue. Maybe I'll move these down, and then I've got like these two big boys. Oh yeah, this is great. Happy with how that looks. I'm not one to normally kind of color code so much. I mean, I say that and I have like color coded crates, but like, yeah, normally I kind of just do whatever, but I kind of like how this looks. The majority of it is obviously pink or pink adjacent, but we do have some blues as well, and that's basically all. I don't know if anyone's surprised, to be honest, but regardless, that's another shelf done. Okay, I think I want to do the single skeins here because, I don't know, I just want them to be nice and visible and easy access, because I tend to reach for them fairly often. I don't know. Maybe I should do the same thing with like the gradient. I do kind of like how my single skeins usually are very mismatched, but maybe I'll play around. Maybe we'll see how it looks. I can always just change it if I don't like it. But yeah, maybe I will do the same thing, like starting with the pinks. Might need to do a bit more sorting because it's got a little bit more to work with here. Making this harder for myself than it needs to be. I think that's the best angle you're gonna get. That looks pretty good so far. And then these are kind of like transitional. Maybe I'll do like these 2 rainbow ones into more rainbow, and then some like greens and blues, and then that can kind of go into the like purple. That looks nice. I'll bring you a bit closer. That looks good, and there's space, which is great because that was not the case before. Maybe I can just put my minis above them. I think I've got room, so yeah, maybe I'll just do that. It might mess up like the gradient, but I mean my mini sets are all rainbow anyway, so I'll just start with the ones that are all nicely in little sets, and then the rest are all kind of loose, but it's fine. I'll just like try to pack them nicely. Pretty good. And then I just have this set. Maybe it's time to finally open this because the plastic I feel like kind of ruins the vibe. So Yeah, maybe I'll just take a photo of the label because the actual minis themselves don't have labels. Okay, perfect. It looks amazing. I'm very happy with this. Very, very happy with this so far. And we still have 3 whole shelves to work with. So maybe I'll be able to get the rest of at least, like, not the scraps, but like at least I have like a bunch of, oops, like a bunch of like commercial yarns. Oh my God, it's all falling out, that I need to put away. A lot of them were yarns I bought overseas, so I would like to display those. And yeah, I am quite hungry though. I think I'm gonna take a break and have some lunch and then we'll come back to this. Okay, I've had a bit of a lunch break. Gonna get back into it. I think I'll just start with, yeah, like doing my like multiple quantities again, like in the shelf directly below this one. Guess I just need to figure out how I want to do it, because these are obviously much smaller skeins. They don't take up as much space. I realize you probably can't see like anything I'm doing. It's a little bit harder to get these to sit nicely. Okay, I think that might be all I want to put in here. Although I have kind of realized that like, maybe I should have put these in here because then I can do like chunky. Because like everything I have left is just chunky yarn. So that was not very smart of me. Oh God. I wish I could just like, but I can't. I have to take everything out, because this is gonna annoy me way too much. And I clearly didn't put enough thought into this. So let me deal with this for a sec. All right, that is where we are currently at. I gotta like really try and like move everything forward. But it's really hard to do that without like everything tumbling down. Oh. Anyway, just ruined all of that. So that's just fabulous. That's gonna be the best we're gonna get to. So yeah, depends on obviously like the angle that you're looking at it. I just don't like that like everything's kind of in the shadows. I want everything to be like easy to see, but it's also a bit of a balancing act. Okay, I think that looks slightly, oh, no, we're falling. There we are, that's as good as it's gonna get. Now I just have these 2 shelves to put all my chunky scraps. So, I do have a sweater quantity of this Stitch & Story yarn. So maybe I'll just use the top section of this one just to get all that in there, just so that everything else is purely for scraps. That's gonna have to work for now. Ta-da! Okay, we're definitely gonna be color coding the scraps. Honestly, I definitely need more crates for all of these scraps. I also should probably just like do something with them. I'm very inspired by Phoebe from Friday Knits, who's been documenting her using up all of her chunky scraps, and I'm like, yeah, that needs to be my journey because this is a little bit crazy. And also not great to look at. Like, this is not looking as nice as I thought it would. So I guess I've just got to deal with it for now and then make a plan. I'm thinking, does purple go in here as well? Like, probably, yeah, I think so. I don't have that much purple. It's like shoving things where they can't be seen. Look, it doesn't look great, but it's just gonna have to do for now. Okay, one shelf to go. This is probably gonna be a bit of a mess, but we're gonna make it work. Reasonably looking. Maybe like this. Yeah, okay. Sure. It's good enough for me right now. Okay, I think that's all of it. All of my yarn in one place and it fits. This can be like the thumbnail. Oh God, I thought this would be cooler than it was. Ta-da! Ta-da! This is gonna be my new video setup, just me sitting here with all my yarn. So we have, just to recap, crates of scraps in here. Then we have leftover cakes and chunky scraps. And then we have multiple quantity hanks, single skein hanks, and then unused commercial yarn in there. So I think it looks pretty good. I finally feel like, okay, things are like starting to come together. This took up a lot more time than I thought it would. So I think I'm gonna wrap this part up now, but stay tuned if you wanna see like more of my process of setting up this craft room. I'm definitely gonna do like a proper craft room setup vlog, maybe 2, just depends, like to see how I put the rest of the space together. But for now, this is what we're working with. Just basically a yarn, and that's all you really need. So I'm excited. Yay. Yeah. Good boy. Good boy. And can I show you a beautiful jumper? Show it off. Oh my God. Slay.
Slay.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay, Chloe, you're on camera. Hope that's okay. It's just B-roll. I probably won't even use the audio. So you're all G.
Why? I'm hilarious. I don't know where I'm up to, Debbie. Where's the increases on this side?
Same place as they are. No, the chart isn't the increases. The chart, those instructions are only for the actual chart, not for the whole pattern. The increases are still there. Yeah.
She's just excited.
Hi, Fritz.
That's okay. I got it.
Hello.
Yeah, we go.
Cutie. Education company. I write online learning material.
Should I try to stop squinting so that I look like really nice and B-roll?
It's a private company. It's not like a
7.
Well, I was also for
All right, Mairead, show off your beautiful vest and your beautiful whip. Oh, love it.
Love it.
Rufus. I know Rufus when I see Rufus.
Your current, what are you wearing?
It's a
Called the Mairead
Woolwork
vest.
special, yeah.
We made it up.
Woolwork original. It's your first pattern.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's your
I didn't write
Also,
it down.
yes, show off the Instagram. I can't even see anything because it's so bright. The
then-
camera shadow is quite intense. But,
Here's
oh,
sneak peek.
It's like your body.
you're just drowning in jumpers right now.
I know.
Pretty.
And then I'm
I should probably be behind the
Sample
camera.
knitting.
Oh, this will make sense.
sample knitting.
Sample
I mean
knitting.
test
Test
knitting.
knitting.
Forgot what it's
Chloe and
called.
I are making the same thing. We're both making plot twist tanks.